Hello Taurus, welcome to Gracie's Gamut. Today I will be doing a general reading for you, not a personal, just as a reminder, take what's for you and leave the rest for who it may be meant for. Also, it is timeless. When you see the video, feeling that energy probably from the time you see the video to a few weeks out here. Also, I want to say stick around and know the difference of whether it's for you or not. Sometimes they start off and I kind of don't always go on the same path. I veer off as needed or as I feel it necessary. Queen of the Moon is what we're starting with for your oracles here, Taurus. Let's see what's going on for you. Oh, look at this. These flipped right over as I was. Is that the only ones? Yeah. Flipped over as I was shuffling. Okay. Didn't even feel it or see it. That's unusual. So they definitely are for you. And this deck doesn't want to. Okay. We have beauty. Wow, this comes up in your guys' reads a lot here. Beauty and the way you, I feel like the way you see yourself or the way you think other people see you. And you have surrender here. Making some changes, letting go of some things that have been holding you back possibly. I do feel like these are connected though, for at least some of you here. Bringing more beauty into your life and letting go of negativity. I feel like just beauty as in the way things make you feel. Not letting the negative energy overpower you, walking away from some things, letting go of some things somebody said as well. It could be about your appearance with the beauty card sitting here, but I feel like it's about the way it made you feel inside. Things that shouldn't. I feel like someone being so sensitive that things that should not make you feel, give you a negative feeling or a sadness or whatever, does. And it, being able to differentiate things and letting things go, maybe letting go of the way you have looked at comments and the way people have, I feel like looked at you in the past. You let it turn to a negative aspect when it should have been something beautiful. And letting go of that now. We have the number 20 here. We'll start off with. Beauty is like medicine. It can heal even the most broken spirit. Beauty is everywhere in nature. Just look. It comes in many forms, and we can choose to find it. Rid yourself of clutter and what you find disagreeable, which goes in hand with the surrender here. It's about the things, the inner things, the things that make you happy. Surrounding yourself with positive energy as well here. Not letting negative things from the past or negative things that are happening to you now overrule everything. Letting some things go, whether you feel like you should or not. Sometimes you just have to let it go. Surrender. Surrendering doesn't mean giving up. Let go of what you no longer need. Stop being so stubborn about holding on to aspects and behaviors that don't align with who you are now. Stop struggling. For those of us who are highly independent and are used to doing things quite ably on our own, admitting we need assistance or what we might indeed have to let something go for our betterment may be challenging. Letting go and surrendering admits or exposes a vulnerability or two. To surrender, we may need to show our underbelly. We may need to admit we got it wrong, made a mistake, grew a bad habit, surrounded ourselves with people that are not good for us. It can make us feel raw in our realization. Needing to face it, needing to face some facts. It feels like maybe about what decisions or what paths you went down on, realizing they weren't the right paths for you, but you went down them, and you may have had some negative outcomes. That and accepting that, you know, regardless of what happens, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody does things in different ways, and whatever we're going through at the time may have instigated the change that happened, or the moves that we made to make the change happen. And knowing that we can change things and for ourselves, and look at things in a different light if we so choose. Don't feel like you can't, because you can. All right, Taurus, let's get into the body of your read. See what's going on for you guys. We have the Moon in the reverse and the Seven of Swords. Now, the Moon in the reverse is about things being revealed to you. Maybe it could be, I felt for a second like someone letting you know that they, the way they really feel about you. I wanted to say in a positive way, but then you have the Seven of Swords here. And this is kind of about what you take away from things. Someone maybe being very honest about how they feel. But it feels like maybe you opening yourself up to understanding that they mean what they say. And this is where this this moon comes in. You kept it from yourself. Like, you beat yourself up all the time, possibly. I feel like this wasn't always you. And needing to, you taking away from what people say. Like, I was guilty of it in the past, and there's times that I still do. When people give you a compliment and you bring something negative up about yourself, instead of accepting, saying, "Oh, thank you," you are like, "Yeah, but I could be better if this," or "It would have been better if that," or "I've got this aspect about myself that is shitty compared to, you know, to that, it overrides it." It feels like taking away. See how they're picking up and taking away from taking away from compliments or comments or accomplishments, taking some good away from it. Always finding that there's that, and how do I want to say this? I'm not wording this properly, I don't think, to be clear. Say, let me give an example. You did some major had a major accomplishment, we'll say. You feel like you did something great. Say you put some positive energy into something one day. You haven't done it in a while, and you focused on it, you had a good day, whatever. I feel like at the end of ends, when you heard something, when you hear something, it takes, you let it go in the total opposite negative direction. You take away from it. You steal from yourself, in a sense. And this is together. This energy came out together. So I kind of feeling like maybe with this this surrender card, you realize that you are doing this, realizing this bad habit, and wanting to change that, and learning that there's beauty in you and not all this negativity that you tend to only see. A veil being lifted. Let's pull some more cards on this. What else do we have for, here we go, Five of Wands. I'm keeping this with this energy. I'm going to put it up here. I feel like with this Five of Wands, the Five of Wands is about constant battle. I feel like this is within yourself. This is all the different sides of you. And you're constantly somehow the negativity, the negative you, the negative thinking you supersedes it. Everybody, every other piece of yourself, causing a lot of depression, causing a lot of anxieties about the way your life is going. Not, it goes in hand with this not giving enough credit where credit is due for yourself. That's how it feels. Always letting that negative, the negative thinking beat up and batter the any positivity you feel about yourself. I feel like having a very good day, feeling beautiful that day. You woke up feeling marvelous. You know what I'm saying? You wake up feeling marvelous. You put on a nice outfit, did your hair, your makeup, if you're, you know, whoever, whatever, if you're a guy or girl, doesn't matter. Whatever, gender, not gender specific, we'll put it that way. And feeling real good, and somebody comes in and what was meant to be a compliment just kills it all. Just kills all that vibe that you had going on. And I don't think it's something that where they meant to say anything bad. They probably didn't even say anything bad, but that's the way you tend to gravitate towards, like, oh, well, you must have said that because I don't look good any other day. You know what I'm saying? That's what it feels like. So just be mindful of that. All right, moving on. What else do we have for Taurus at this time? Don't want to dwell too long on one energy because, you know, the video ends up dragging out and people don't stick around for very long videos. Well, in my opinion, of my own videos. All right. Ooh. Okay. This is an energy together. We have the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, the King of Cups, and the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Let's take a look at that. This is a connected energy here. The Three of Pentacles is about, in the reverse here, not working well with others or not agreeing with others, not thinking about things in the same way. I'm going to put that right there. The King of Cups. I almost feel like, because this is about being emotionally invested into something, thinking about things only from the heart's point of view, not from the head. And this may be someone that thinks that your significant other, or that people in general, other people don't see things the way you do. And this is probably the case where people see the beauty in you, whether you know it or not. People see you as a beautiful person. They tell other people how beautiful you are and that you're a good person. And I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit. You can't see it. You feel like the world is against you, possibly. You feel like you can't get away from negativity, even if you're surrounded by positivity. It's kind of confusing here. It's kind of all over the place. But you have the Ace of Wands in the reverse. Now, this is a no if someone may have asked something at the time, or more to the negative side, whatever. Aces are gifts, things that open your eyes, things that cause growth when it's a wands like this, learning some things. It is in the reverse. I feel like you haven't learned a lesson on something, or you have not learned to, this may be about this not seeing yourself. You can't see yourself no matter what people say positive, no matter what they say. There's always something negative you bring up about yourself. And this is you not learning from this. If someone repeatedly tells you that you're beautiful, but you say, no, you can't see straight, you're blind, blah, blah, blah. You don't learn, you're not learning that, I feel like not learning that they're right. Not being able to see it, not being able to see that they're right about it. They're right that you are a good person. They are right, but you don't seem to learn this lesson. Holding on to it. This may have happened for some time, and I feel like it's good to have your heart in a situation. It's good to have your heart in a certain place, but if it's in a negative place, it causes deep rifts and deep ripples in your positivity and your prosperity and your conscious, your way you see yourself. I do feel like at this point, not everybody, I gotta say that, not everybody, but a lot of you are understanding that about yourselves, and you are trying to come away from that, being more that stable gung-ho Taurus that you are. barreling through that. Remember who you are, what you are. Barely, you've got the power to get through anything if you so choose. All right, let's see here. What else for Taurus at this time? We have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Definite, there's are changes that are in the works here. I feel like, for some of you, with this in the reverse, I feel like sometimes in the past, events that have happened in the past, you were taken on a different direction in the past, for whatever reason, whether it was under your control or not. I do feel like that has affected the way you see yourself at this time. This is a big reason for why you see yourself the way you do. And you maybe need to open your eyes and learn something about it. Learn, like this Ace of Wands. You're not seeing things as maybe you couldn't see it as a gift of change. You maybe thought negatively ever since then, or about a certain turning point in your life. I do feel like it's in the past, something that sets you on a new course, a new direction. It should have been a happier direction, but I feel like you've, instead of seeing the beauty in some things, you chose to see only the negative aspects of it. Every situation maybe since then. All right, let's see what else is going on for Taurus here. We have the Emperor. Very, very positive here, though. Getting control of things. Getting things done. I feel like this with the surrender. Getting rid of all that negativity and the way you feel about yourself or felt about yourself, and seeing the beauty within you. Every time someone says something positive to you, don't think of negative things. Force yourself to think of something positive. Force yourself to understand that they are being honest with you, that they can see the beauty in you, if only you could see it. I do feel like this is a turning point. The Emperor can also be, if this is something to do with business, being business-minded, being able to see things and put things in order and put things where they fit, piecing the puzzle together. I feel like this is you being on top, getting on top here. Getting on top of the situation, getting on top of your emotions, mental stability. What do we have here? We have, oh, these came out together. Three of Wands. Beautiful. You're going from all of this chaos here and coming into seeing things clearly, moving in a positive direction. And you have the Three of Wands, which came out with the Page of Pentacles. Pages are messengers. Pages are messages that come through for you. I feel like this is seeing something good coming in the something positive, something that you've wanted, letting that stuff go and seeing the beauty in you, seeing the positivity, the things that you can accomplish, but you got to let that stuff go. And I feel like a lot of you are heading in this direction at this time. Something new, something great. Being able to see yourself for who you really are. And it's positive. Anything else here for Taurus? Oh, more. Oh, I had a feeling she was going to come out. I did. You got the Empress. And you're and it landed. Everything was right here. I feel like this may be power couple energy here. You have the Emperor and the Empress. If you've been having problems within a relationship, I feel like it got to be a very, very felt very, very negative and that it was going to end. I do feel like there is a reconnection here, and you're both going to be in this mode, this powerful claiming of yourself, reclaiming yourselves, reclaiming the relationship from both sides here. And this is power couple energy. There's definitely a revamping or in a building from where you are, whether you tore it all the way down and changed it all up. This, I also felt when I pulled this Six of Swords here, but I wasn't quite sure whether I should say anything. And now I feel like I see where connection is coming from. Big changes have happened, but you're not going away from the situation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this is saying that a big change happening, but you're not going away. There's no separation within a relationship. It's going to be like the same situation, but revamped and better, going in a more positive direction. And yet within the reverse, saying you're rowing, you're not really going to go anywhere, but you're still getting somewhere. Okay. Wow. Okay. The other cards that came out with the Empress. I'm going to put the Emperor up here. 10 of Pentacles. Definitely positive movement and connection with family and love and abundance. You have the Hierophant. This may have to do with a marriage coming in here, or a reconnecting, establishing the relationship, learning. Higher learning. I know a lot of times the Hierophant with the higher learning feeling is about going back to school or whatever, but I feel like this is you learning each other, reestablishing the connection you once had. And you have the Eight of Wands. Positive energy coming in here, moving in the right direction, moving in a different direction. And I do feel like there is a definite, either a marriage if there never was one, or maybe renewing vows or reconnecting with your person and feeling like the good old days. Four of Pentacles here, holding on to it. It's worth keeping. It's worth holding on to. It's worth fixing. Wow. Beautiful. I'm going to veer off from this energy. That went from chaos. Whoever has been in a chaotic relationship, I feel like you will, you both want to reconnect and have, it's all going to turn out for the good, just so you're aware. I really feel that. It's being able to see your ship coming in with this. Being able to see the love that you really wanted, and it's with the person that you've already been with. I'm going to veer off of this, though, and I want to pull some cards and talk about your money. Let's talk about your finances, your careers. We have the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Emperor again. Okay, the Emperor is about can be about, especially when you're talking about your career or money, is you being like the shit. You getting things done. You being on a course of growth and connections and making great money. This Five of Pentacles here, the Five of Pentacles is kind of a beggar's energy. It's a kind of a leaner time. It is in the reverse. I feel like that is saying that that will be in your past, and the energy is together. You've learned some things, or you need to make sure you've learned the lessons of the leaner time and what to avoid it again. I feel like you are going in a positive direction. This may be starting a business, or getting starting a new job, making the money that you want, the kind of money you want, and enjoying it. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Remember, we're still, I want to make sure you can see this. Still talking about the money here and the situation with your career. I do feel like there's some things you need to keep to yourself. Not verbally necessarily, could be, but not, that's not what I mean. I mean, aiming at your success and not letting anything get in your way or anyone. There may be someone you've been dealing with that has held you back in the past. You didn't maybe not have known it before, and that maybe have caused this leaner time that has occurred in the past here and that you're coming out of. So I feel like learning who you're willing to let sit at your table, who you're willing to share things with, rethinking those things at this time. Whoa, this whole thing tried to flip, so we will keep it, and that'll be that. All right, Taurus, this energy is together. I'm going to move these up a little bit. You could still see them, I hope. I know it's a little far away, but I need to move them out of the way here. Keep them together. Okay, we have, woo, it's a lot. The Two of Pentacles in the reverse. The Five of Wands in the reverse. The Eight of Pentacles. Wow. The Nine of Wands. The Eight of Wands. Beautiful. The King of Cups in the reverse. And the Eight of Swords in the reverse. Wow. Okay. Let me go back to this. First off, Two of Pentacles in the reverse. I feel like this definitely, this leaner time that's going that's happening, or that happened, is coming to an end here. I feel like it's going to be an end of this yo-yo money, not having the means to pay everything. When this is in the upright, I feel like it's yo-yoing. It's like the scales tipping back and forth and never quite having enough. I feel like stable energy coming in. That kind of energy being done with. We have the Five of Wands here, which is once again, it's coming up in your money and in your relationship here energy. I feel like it is done with. You're done with that having to fight. I think you've become, I feel like you've established yourself enough with whatever it is you're doing in your career or with your money that you don't have to struggle so much, I feel like saying, with this Two of Pentacles in the reverse and the Five of Wands in the reverse. Not having to be lacking or stressing. You have the Eight of Pentacles, and this is your hard work paying off. I feel like that's all connected. That is you. You've worked so hard to get to where you are and to change things around for yourself. And I feel like it's all you. Nine of Wands, and you may have attempted several times in the past to get it right. This is you getting it right, though. You finally, this is a wounded warrior. You've went through a lot to get to where you are, and I feel like you've earned it. You've worked hard, and you've put the work in, and you've earned it. You have the Eight of Wands just past this Nine. This is definitely, I'm putting these right on top of each other because I feel like that this is a turning point that happens here. A turning point. The Eight of Wands is positive, like a gift coming in here. Positive, powerfully positive things that are it's gonna hit you. You might be in disbelief when it happens because you've tried so hard to get to this point, and it's coming in through here. The King of Cups in the reverse. I feel like you may have had to or you felt that you had to, you couldn't have both love and, you know, I don't want to say love. It could be that because it did come out like that, but I feel like it's social. You're socializing. You maybe felt like you had to give up some things. Having this Eight of Swords just after it or just beside it. I feel like the possibility that you felt that you couldn't have a big social life, and because you're working so hard, you may have come away from this. You may have been, and that's why you got in deep doo-doo over here, so to speak. You may have been doing a lot of socializing, partying, spending money on things like clothes to go out in, or spending money on friends and stuff so that they be able to go with you. Spending frivolously. I feel like this is where the turn point happened. And this may also be where this Nine of Pentacles came out here. No longer spending frivolously on other things, or things that, or other people, maybe just so that you'd have somebody along for the ride. And this may be you thinking, come to a point where you thought that you couldn't have, in order to be successful, you had to cut out relationships or completely cut out socializing. I do feel like with this, you know, the Eight of Swords is self-imposed restrictions. You may have gotten far and or are getting far with the way you're doing it, but I feel like with it in reverse, needing to also, you can't have one without the other. You can't have a and stay in a constant, I guess you could, depending on how you're how it affects you emotionally. But I feel like thinking that you had to cut everything and everybody out altogether to get to your progress here, it seems like you kept yourself locked down like that for a while for some of you, or you will. Everybody's in a different level of the energy as it comes across here. I feel like getting to a point where you think that you just completely had to not have a social life in order to get where you needed to be. And this is, and you cut yourself out of a lot of things, or a lot of people's lives possibly, to get to where you are, or you may veer in this situation. Obviously not going to be everybody, but I feel like some of you here are going to go through this energy, or you already have been. I do feel like you finding the medium, finding the, that you can do both. You may have exceeded, not exceeded, what is the word that I want here? With this socializing, feeling like you overdid it. This overdoing it. You feel like you felt like you had to cut it out altogether instead of just finding the happy medium between your work life and your social life. You see what I'm saying? And I think you're finding that you are able to do that, and getting out and meeting new people. There may be love involved here as well. When it comes down to it, there may be as a matter of fact, I'm going to ask, I'm going to use this deck on this possible Three of Swords in the reverse. It may have been a